Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics, where a small, seemingly ordinary coin holds a jaw-dropping value of $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right. This 1961 Lincoln penny, a coin without a mint mark, is a true treasure in the world of rare coins. Minted in Philadelphia without the usual D or S mark denoting its origin, it's an anomaly that has made headlines in the numismatic community. Back in 1961, a small batch of these pennies were accidentally struck without a mint mark. This error was swiftly corrected, but a handful of these coins slipped through the cracks and into circulation. What makes this particular penny so valuable? It's all about rarity and demand. With only a few known to exist, collectors and enthusiasts alike are willing to pay top dollar to add this piece of history to their collections. In fact, in recent auctions, similar specimens have fetched prices well into the seven figures. Its value is a testament to both its scarcity and the passionate community that cherishes these pieces of American heritage. The 1961 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is a holy grail for collectors. Its unique status and the story behind its production error make it an irresistible piece for those who appreciate the art and history of coinage. From its sharp strikes to its pristine condition, every aspect of this penny adds to its allure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, the story of the 1961 Lincoln penny is a reminder of the hidden treasures waiting to be discovered in our everyday pocket change. And there you have it! The story of the 1961 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, valued at a staggering $1.1 million. Thank you for joining us on this numismatic adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more tales of rare coins and hidden gems. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins and the incredible story behind the 1967 Washington quarter that's worth a staggering $7 million. First, let's get some background on the Washington quarter itself. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It has since become one of the most iconic coins in American history. So, why is the 1967 Washington quarter so special? After all, millions of these coins were minted. Well, the answer lies in a rare error. In 1967, the U.S. Mint was producing quarters without mint marks due to a temporary suspension of using them from 1965 to 1967. But a few quarters from this year were mistakenly struck on a silver planchet instead of the usual copper-nickel-clad planchet. A planchet is the blank metal disc on which a coin design is stamped. Typically, quarters from 1965 onwards were made from a copper-nickel-clad, not silver. However, some silver planchets left over from earlier minting years accidentally found their way into the 1967 production line. This error went unnoticed for many years until sharp-eyed collectors started finding these rare coins. The scarcity of these quarters, combined with the unique error, has skyrocketed their value. One such quarter was sold for a jaw-dropping $7 million at auction. Now you might be wondering, do I have a fortune in my pocket change? Here are some tips to help you identify a rare 1967 Washington quarter struck on a silver planchet. First, check the weight. A regular 1967 quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, while a silver quarter weighs around 6.25 grams. Next, look at the edge of the coin. Silver quarters will have a uniform silver color, whereas regular quarters have a visible copper strip in the middle. Finally, listen to the sound. A silver quarter produces a distinctive, high-pitched ring compared to the duller sound of a clad quarter. Imagine the thrill of discovering a $7 million coin in your collection. Keep an eye out for these rare treasures, and who knows? You might just hit the jackpot. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins. And boy, do we have a special one for you. We're talking about a 1964 Washington quarter that's valued at a whopping $4 million. That's right, a single quarter worth $4 million. But what makes this seemingly ordinary coin so extraordinarily valuable? Let's find out. First, let's get a bit of background. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. These coins were minted with a 90% silver content up until 1964, after which they transitioned to a copper-nickel composition due to rising silver prices. The 1964 quarters are significant because they were the last of the silver quarters, marking the end of an era. But not all 1964 quarters are created equal. The one we're talking about today has an incredible story. The particular 1964 quarter worth $4 million is a result of a unique error. You see, during the minting process, a small number of quarters were struck using the wrong planchets, the metal discs used to make coins. Instead of being struck on the standard 90% silver planchets, these were struck on planchets intended for the 1965 quarters, which were copper-nickel. These error coins are incredibly rare. In fact, only a few are known to exist, and their rarity, combined with the historical significance and the unique error, makes them highly sought after by collectors. One such coin was recently discovered and authenticated, and it sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. It was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $4 million, setting a new record for a Washington quarter. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable error coins? Here are a few tips. First, check the date. It must be a 1964. Next, the coin should have a copper-nickel appearance rather than a silver one. This can often be determined by the edge of the coin. If you see a copper stripe, it's a copper-nickel coin. Finally, getting the coin authenticated by a professional is crucial. They can confirm if it's one of the rare error coins. While the chances of finding one of these million-dollar coins in your change are incredibly slim, it's always exciting to think about the possibility. And who knows, maybe you have a hidden treasure just waiting to be discovered. Thanks for joining us on this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you have any coin stories or questions, drop them in the comments below. We love hearing from you. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Specifically, we're exploring the story behind a 1963 Washington quarter that's worth a staggering $3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million for a quarter. Let's get into it. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1932, featuring the profile of George Washington on the obverse. But what makes this particular 1963 quarter so incredibly valuable? To understand that, we need to look at a few key factors. First off, let's talk about mint errors. Sometimes, coins are struck with mistakes that make them unique and highly desirable to collectors. These errors can range from off-center strikes to double dies, and even wrong planchets. In the case of the 1963 Washington quarter we're discussing, it was a rare mint error that propelled its value. One of the most famous mint errors is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once, causing a doubling effect on the design. For the 1963 quarter, a spectacular mint error like this, combined with its pristine condition, played a huge role in its high valuation. But it's not just the mint error that makes a coin valuable. The condition, or grade, of the coin is crucial too. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional grading services. This particular 1963 quarter was graded MS-68, meaning it was almost in perfect condition. The combination of the mint error and the high grade made it extremely rare. Grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins based on their luster, strike, and preservation. A high grade can significantly increase a coin's value, especially if the coin is already rare. So, how did this coin come to be valued at $3 million? It all comes down to a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and demand. In auctions, rare coins can fetch incredible prices if multiple collectors are vying for them. This 1963 Washington quarter sold for $3 million at a high-profile auction, setting a new record for quarters. Auctions can be thrilling, with bidders competing to own a piece of history. The final price can skyrocket, especially if the coin has a unique story or a notable error. In the world of coin collecting, it's stories like these that make the hobby so exciting. It's not just about the face value of the coin, but the history, rarity, and the little quirks that make each coin unique. So next time you come across an old coin, take a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure in your hands. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to your channel name for more fascinating stories from the world of coin collecting. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below. Today, we're exploring an incredible story, how a 1965 Washington quarter is making headlines with a staggering worth of $5 million. You heard that right. A single quarter, usually worth just 25 cents, is now valued at $5 million. But why? Let's unravel the mystery behind this extraordinary coin. To understand the significance of the 1965 Washington quarter, we need to go back in time. The year 1965 marked a significant change in U.S. coinage. Due to the rising costs of silver, the U.S. Mint decided to switch from 90% silver coins to a copper-nickel-clad composition for quarters. But here's where it gets interesting. A few 1965 quarters were accidentally struck on the older 90% silver planchets. These rare errors are what make some 1965 quarters incredibly valuable. The 1965 silver quarters are extremely rare. Only a handful are known to exist. Their value comes from their rarity and the historical context of the silver transition. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these unique pieces of history. Now you might be wondering, how do you identify one of these rare 1965 silver quarters? Here are a few tips. First, weigh the coin. A regular 1965 copper-nickel quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, while a silver quarter weighs approximately 6.25 grams. Second, look at the edge. A silver quarter has a solid silver color, while the clad coin has a visible copper stripe. If you think you have a 1965 silver quarter, it's worth getting it authenticated by a professional grading service. This could be your ticket to a fortune. One such coin was recently sold at auction for an astonishing $5 million. This record-breaking sale highlights the tremendous value that collectors place on rare and historical coins. Who knew that a small piece of change could be worth millions? The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and the 1965 Washington quarter is a shining example. Thanks for joining us on this fascinating journey into coin collecting history. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with fellow enthusiasts, and don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing stories from the world of coins.